Blow, right at you. It's already 2 o'clock. Let's get on the charts first and foremost. Crypto before dark, not crypto after dark. Blow. Let's watch the news drop live. Look at the chart on the 5-minute, getting wonky all of a sudden. Didn't want to miss this. I wanted to jump right on and be ready when it actually happened. Super big wicks. I got the CPI news thing pulled up here waiting. Everyone expects 4.5%, right? 4.5% it is. And let's watch the chart. Everybody thought this was already going to happen. Here's the thing about this, fellas and ladies and whoever else comes along, and I'm glad you're here. Go hit like and subscribe and all that good jazz. Why not? It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And all it does is help the whole darn planet. Right? So either way, we're watching it right now. I don't like watching low time frame charts unless I'm actively trading them. However, big news days like today, you know, it gets everyone hyped and everyone crunk and everyone thinks we're always going to go up and everything's bullish. Thought it would be interesting to pull up the chart here and watch. So again, these are just 5-minute charts. I wanted to see what was going on. Of note, everything was overbought before 2 o'clock started, and it's 2:01 right now. Everything was already kind of overbought. Everything was over and beyond what it maybe should have been, right? Look at this thing pulling back now on the 1 hour. I mean, on the 5-minute. I pull up the 1 hour here, and as you see, getting a little wonky. It was overbought on the RSI. RSI is the lagging indicator, but it shows us relative strength. Here's the 4 hour. It has a whole nother hour to go. But I want you to look at this ungodly fuck you candle that's going right now. Now, I'm not certain this holds up. I'm not certain this holds up. But that shit don't look so great to me. Okay? What are we going to blame for this if this holds up? What are we going to blame? What's going to be the reason that we put behind it? I need to know this because I can't tell you how many times people want to blame the news for items. And here we are watching this shit play out live. If this holds up, that is horrible candle stuff right there. What kind of candle would that be, in fact, if it were to close? The candle that you see right there on the screen would be a shooting star. If you can take for a moment and think about what that would mean, a shooting star, what do shooting stars do? They fall to earth, right? So this may not hold up. But realistically, right? It may not hold up. But it's not a great look. It's really not a great look. Hey, what's up, by the way? What's up, Goombas? Glad to see Goombas back on here. What's up, Architecture? Motherfucking Tony, what's up, bro? Good to see you, brother. I know things have been wild. Welcome to the Wild West, and I fully get it, dude. Tim Rose, what's up? Garuk, good to see you. Look at that boy go. He said, yeah. Again, may not stick. Then this thing may come back all the way green and form a giant hammer candle by the end of the hour. Yeah, very well may do it. You're seeing the volatility pick up here as soon as some news happened and everybody acts like they didn't know it was going to happen. It's exactly what everyone thought would happen. Relax, right? We already kind of assumed something wild was going to happen here. In fact, if I take a step back on the charts here and I look up, I have a level created where I think things are going to go. I've got a red line right here butted up against the bottom of resistance, right? I got resistance at around 18.8 to 19,000. There's hard resistance right there from the previous consolidation that took forever and a day to play out. If you remember that, I remember that. Took forever for this to happen, and everyone got extremely bullish while it happened because the charts weren't going down. This meant we were holding support, and this meant 20,000 was the bottom, and it's literally the exact same thing people are saying right now. Yet, it failed. So, what are we going to do? I'm going to watch this thing play out. I'm not certain this holds up. I want to see what's going to go here. I mean, I need to see more evidence. I think this box is a little bit above resistance. It's where the golden pocket is, retracement-wise. Think there's more validity here. However, I need to show you exactly what I mean in detail here. So if I pull a fib on this and I grab it from the top of this swing high, and I pull this down, and it's hard to find a midpoint here because of all the consolidation. So I'm not exactly sure on the midpoint here. If the trend line is actually correct or not, I can't be for sure. I just can't. We're hitting the bottom of the 50 fib right now. There are two options here for me in my perspective, and my perspective is still bearish. Why is my perspective bearish? We haven't broken any key levels. We haven't broken them. Key level would be 18,500 to 19,000. That key level is going to be a reversal level. If we can hold it and push through that, that would show us pushing through resistance and becoming bullish, et cetera, et cetera. I don't think it has the momentum to do that. Call me crazy. Just don't think it has the momentum to do that. So, two options here. Option number one, we hit this 50 fib and we never break it. We never get past this 50 fib and it rolls over and starts to play dead, gets under the trend line, and by the end of December hasn't done anything for this month. That's option one. Okay. Option two, pushes up beyond the 50 fib, breaks this resistance line, and gets up here to the golden pocket. All right. If you're realistic here and you look at the RSI on the daily, this would be overbought. This would drive us into an overbought territory that I'm not sure it can recover from. I'm not sure it's going to be able to use that overbought and then push through farther. I just don't see it, not in the middle of a bear market, under trend lines, under resistance. It's a lot to ask for an asset, any asset. I mean, honestly, any asset. You're asking a lot. All right. I'm not sure we'll see that kind of action be able to push through and move beyond into a bullish fashion. All right. That's my two options. I don't have any others because I don't think anything else is going to play out. I don't see any other good stuff playing out. It just 100% reality honest from my opinion. It's not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just looking at what I see here. It doesn't seem great. All right. You have an influx of money, but you don't have new money. What you have right now is liquidity coming in and out, in and out, in and out. And that's great. And we've talked about liquidity before, but you need a mass amount of money to come in and you're not getting it. In fact, you're getting some in, some out. That's not good enough. It's not good enough. I'm sorry. It's like going to the car dealership and looking for a new car, and instead of buying something new like a Mercedes or a Porsche, you settle for a Fiat 500 that's got 200,000 miles on it. It's not good enough. All right. It's just the facts and the reality. I'm not trying to be a dick. All right. I never come on here to hurt people's feelings. I never come on here to say stuff mean. It's not the point. I'm just an adult living in a kid's world where everything always goes up and everything's magical. And that's not the truth. All right. We have to be able to ground ourselves and come back to reality from time to time. All right. What bad news is going to drive this down? Now, if you were watching any of the congressional hearing, fucking Kevin O'Leary didn't even blame SBF for any of this. Didn't blame Carolina Ellison for anything to happen with FTX. 100% specifically pointed at CZ and said it's all his fault. What the fuck? Are we serious right now? I know you got paid. I get it. You're a businessman. You're a businessman. If there's an opponent that's smaller than you and you can do it, you squash them. You know good and damn well you do. It's business. It's not personal. When you have an opponent that you can handle, you handle them. If you can't handle them, you buy them out and you ship them off. And that's just a straight up facts. I can't emphasize that anymore. That is business 101. Look around, folks. That's how business works where you are right now. Reality check. Reality check. This is just real. You mean to tell me that you wouldn't have done the same thing if you didn't have the chance? And the answer is abso-fucking-lutely. You would have done the same thing. I would have. I'm trying to put my competitors out of business if I can. Right? I want them to join me or get off the ship. That's the way it works, isn't it? Join or get off the ship in business. Now, it doesn't have to be that way. Yeah, there's room for Walmart and Kmart. You can have a second place. You just got to know your role. And it appears as though some people don't know their roles. It appears as though you sided with the idiots. You sided with the kids who lied. You got scammed. And now you can't let it go. It's the exact same thing that happened in Drip, in Strong, in DAG that's happening right now. You listening, Chads? In Fire nodes, in Thor nodes, and all of that horse shit. You can't let it go, can you? You got to find someone to blame. Can't be you that's wrong. I need you to have a reality check with yourself. What are you going to do about this? You going to fix it? Or are you going to keep watching the ship go down and blaming other people for why it hit the rocks? Nah, you're driving. It's your boat. Your ship. Fix it. Right? Off my soapbox. Important to say this stuff, though. I don't like being that way. Just reality. All right, let's go say hey to everyone. I'm sorry. Tony, what's up, brother? Brother Bill Groot. Goomba says, twitch faster than a fly with epilepsy. What's up, Guillermo? Good to see you, brother. You said it, getting my things in order and trying to focus again on my meat. Money, energy, attention, and time, bro. Exactly. Let it hit that box, Ron said. Absolutely, bro. You hit that box, and I'm short. I'm gonna eat it alive. That's all there is to it. Give me your exit liquidity, please. Who is winning the World Cup, bro? I don't know. I haven't watched. What's up from the beach, boy? Good to see you, brother. Tony says, Clown World. $15 million payoff for O'Leary. Yep. Matt Hope, do you think there will be a huge sell-off at the end of the year to claim losses on taxes? Matt, it doesn't tend to be the end of the year. It tends to be the end of the first quarter because that's when tax season starts. Now, hard to say. This happens almost every year, though, yeah? Almost every year we see a little bit of a sell-off at the end of the year because people want to clear books. Tax season is February, March, April, right? That's typically when sell-offs happen before filing. That's a fact. We know that because it's historical. Let's keep an eye out because you might be right. Honestly, a lot of fib sets I've pulled end up stopping around the 23rd, 24th, 25th of the end of the month, around Christmas time. So I'm curious, too, about the timeline. Nicholas Ryer said, well said. Oh, thank you, brother. Again, I don't like being that way. I was going to record that, put that on Twitter. I don't think it'll help. Ain't nobody going to listen to me. I always said if I could get time with the billionaire, right? I want to sit and listen to what they have to say. I want to see what a billionaire thinks, how a billionaire thinks. And I'm starting to find out that when they win, they're the ones who are right. And when they lose, they're definitely not the ones that were wrong. Man, come on. Come on. Just when you fuck up, admit you messed up and move on. Why do we got to try to blame someone else for our own mistakes? Like, dang. So, I mean, honestly, I would still like to talk to him because, I mean, I feel like what we do and what technical analysis guys do in general is it's kind of a lost art like metalworking. Don't tell me it doesn't work. Look at what I'm doing here. Look at what we're doing here. I can't take what I've got and made it into what I have without this. It didn't, I mean, if I stayed in and didn't sell anything, I'd have nothing right now. Like, you have to own that. Right? So I feel like if we got a chance to talk and I could talk to billionaires, I'd show them this shit and just be straight up with you. You know, like, sure, you have more money than me and you'll be able to make big dog moves that I can't make. But every time you screw up, you let me get a little bigger. And eventually that little dog that you didn't kick off the porch starts biting back. Right? So don't make the mistake of letting me keep getting my scraps because I plan on being a millionaire when this is said and done in 2024, 2025. I plan on being a millionaire. Are you going to be a millionaire? You're going to be a billionaire? You're going to be a multi-billionaire? That's cool. You better make more than me because I'm coming for you. All right? And I understand how this savage-ass mean world works. I'm not the only one who understands it. All right? There are more than me out there that get it, who don't have a ton to start with, but we start from nothing to get where we're going. All right? Nobody put a silver spoon in my mouth. I had to eat my fucking hands. All right? So don't get mad when we come with the heat because we're coming. And I know I'm wearing my headset, which I normally don't wear. But I was listening to some videos and listening to some congressional shit before I started this, and I forgot to take them off, so I'm just going to wear them. Plus, I'm going bald. There's that. CTCX got oversold weekly. Key resistances look interesting. All right, let's look at that real quick. CTCX, and I also want to jump around and look at some other stuff. Oh, that didn't pull up. CTXC, is that what you mean? That might be what you mean. I think that's what you mean. Yeah. I see it. Same kind of move where it got oversold and started rolling off. And you're saying that old weekly, yeah. All right. Ooh, yeah. Similar situation where it spiked up there real hard and then pulled back, kind of looks like Matic and others, if that's the one you're talking about. I don't really know. I want to look at top assets real quick. Yesterday, CTX, yeah. Interesting things yesterday happened, right? The SPY opened on that wonderful CPI news. It opened over the trend line in the red box here. It opened over the trend line. And look what's happened since. It opened over the trend line, and now it's hanging out under trend at the top, under trend and under a secondary trend line, under the sharp one and under the big one. Is this bullish to everybody? I'm waiting. Now, I don't think the answer is yes. In fact, this looks bad to me. And it's not the only one. Apple, similar story. Microsoft. At the golden pocket. Look, I drew that box out. It's at the golden pocket. Not necessarily with a lot of hitch and it's giddy up. Google. Still down. eBay. Still down. Amazon, still down. Tesla, still down. In fact, approaching 150 to 145, where I think it may bottom out here. Facebook. Facebook, come on. Berkshire Hathaway, golden pocket, hasn't broken it. Are we going to fade here? United Healthcare, still in the wedge. Johnson & Johnson. Ooh, Johnson & Johnson looks a little better, doesn't it? It's broken the golden pocket. Now it's sitting in Sniper's Alley. You got some more momentum on the daily if it wants to keep going. Johnson & Johnson looks better than most. Look at that. She's still running. Still got steam here. Still over the trend line. Hasn't failed yet. Better than most, isn't it? And it's not so important that we look at the dollar index. Dollar index slipped below the 50 fib. 618 down at about 102, right? Makes sense for it to come down there. Hasn't gotten there yet, though. And in fact, I expected more of a sell-off with this bullish FOMC news, where they increased rates again, which pushes us a little closer to a recession in an effort to bring inflation down from 7% to 2%, and we're still at 7%, folks. So they're going to keep 50, 50 until it comes back down to 2%. Oh my God, this ain't going nowhere anytime soon. It's going to get worse. It all comes down the charts, everybody. Just stick to the charts and ignore everything else. Everything else is just going to cost you money. I don't want that to happen. Fuck everything else, all right, y'all? Can we at least agree on, let's not lose a bunch of money here. All right, let's not provide the exit liquidity. Please, let's be smarter than the retail people. Let's think like retail, which often gets brought up in the Discord. And I'm not sure who the original person says it. Let's think like retail, but not act like them. All right, think like them, but don't be them. We're not retail. We're smarter than that. Let's do better. I don't like this daily candle right here for Bitcoin. That's got a lot of sell pressure on the top of it. And if this closes, which, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still 4.5 hours before closing happens, all right? So plenty of time for this thing to rebound, yeah? If this closes here, that's a lot of sell pressure, and it's going to be tough for Bitcoin to break that sell pressure without pulling back more. Essentially, you may see some wick chasing here the next couple candles, right? But it's got to break this. It's got my damn Alexa in there that I don't even use is talking to me. Weird. Wonder if I'm getting swatted. Dog's unhappy about it too. She popped up real quick like, what the hell? Oh man, I don't even use that thing. It's not mine and it's not hooked up to me, so whatever. But it's in there. It's like a kid's Alexa. So I need to see that sell pressure break. I'm not sure it can break that sell pressure. And that's under the 50 fib, precariously pushed up against resistance. Okay, break it. That's fine. Maybe you can break it. But damn, man, that shit don't look good to me. Now, I know old boy's still going to be talking after this and saying some more shit, you know, and I'm not listening. I'm not listening. You guys will be happy to tell us what he says. Interesting note, though, right? I want you to look at alts real quick. They're taking it in the dick right now. Algorand's down 0.5%. XRP is down 3.5%. ADA 1.5%. CRV 0.75%. SHIB 1.5%. Doge 1.5%. HBAR 2%. Gala 1.5%. VRA is up. Strong, oh my God, Strong was up 120% earlier today. That fucker's down 40% from its high. It's down to $80 now. Ant 20%, XCC 20%, Sushi 6.5%, ENQ 8%, Fetch is up 12%, ICP down 2.5%, Limpo 1.5%. You're seeing alts take it right in the dick. So, what's going to happen here? Bitcoin by itself doing its own thing, moving around, and nothing else is following it? Does that strike up an interesting note to you all? What do you think? Doesn't seem so great to me. Seems like Bitcoin dominance is kind of doing its own thing. Let's go have a look at Bitcoin dominance, shall we? And we shall. All right, BTC dominance. Where are you, you heifer? There you are. Yeah, here's Bitcoin dominance on the daily. Seems like it's trying to come off that floorboard right there, that red line. We look back in history and kind of see it's done this before, bounced off this area. Any other dominance that look like we should look at? Here's others dominance. Ooh. Looky there. Others. Everything but Bitcoin. Everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum, actually. Not great. Taking it. Taking it. Eating it. It's not good. Total market cap. Total market cap. Up a little bit, huh? Up a little bit. Kind of broke through resistance there for a moment, didn't it? And then it got smacked in the face with the rejection. It's throwing a gnarly daily gravestone doji candle right here. How's that feel? Look good to you guys? Shit don't look so great over here on this end. Because I'm going to keep it real. Ugh. That's not exactly the good look. And even if this maintains and pushes up more, you got to get through the sell pressure. And that's not good. You're giving markers out to everybody. That better improve. Total 2. Everything except Bitcoin. Pretty damn flat, huh? That tells us right here that most of the money movement that you see is BTC and nothing else. Total 3. Failing resistance. Failing resistance. It's almost like I was planned for this live stream. Failing resistance. How's that feel? That's everything but Bitcoin and Ethereum. Total 3. Not good. Let's go look at ISO 20022 tokens. The greatest thing ever because the government's going to give them special privileges and blah, 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 blah. Not great looking right now, is it? Down 3% on the day and pointing downward. Hitting the 50 fib now, can it maintain? Or is it going to fail? Fail now, push all the way down to 0.03% of dominance. And if you don't know what this chart is, you can't find it because it's a custom entry. XRP, HBAR, algorand, quant, XLM divided by total market cap. That is the formula that we have there for ISO 20022. And you can add more, right? You can put more tokens in there, not the point. I do like quant. Yeah, quant looks like Matic and AVAX. Not AVAX, Matic, BNB, and some others. It's just driving sideways and kind of idling. So be careful there. It may still have some more down in it. And it's already broken trend. I ran up and hit its 50 fib, and now it's kind of going sideways. It kind of gives me the spooks as well. Total DeFi. Good support right through it, right? Market cap dominance by DeFi getting crushed. Stablecoin DeFi, stablecoin market cap, as you see, trying to hang on here. trying its best to pull back up. USDC trying to hold into the wedge here. Can this break the wedge and run up and show us some more dominance? That'd be an interesting look, wouldn't it? USDT right to the edge of the brink of the wedge right here on the daily. And now it's throwing a big green hammer candle. And what shall we make of this? Is this going to bounce and run up? We're going to fail and fall down? What? Well, we'll play it when it happens. No reason to get cute and be fancy and try to grab a trade that gets us in trouble. Just watch it, right? Volatility is extreme right now. Extreme volatility. I'm loving it. This is beautiful. I have no problem at all with this. Look at that shit, guys. Come on and please tell me about how this is bullish. Man, some of y'all got to grow the fuck up. All right? That's what I tell my kids. Same thing. You got to grow up here. I love the fact that you're a kid and it's awesome. But dude, you're going to have to grow up soon. And I'm going to be the one to check you real quick. All right. Can you check BNX? You said about a month ago it broke 137. It's going down. I missed the short. With all my favorites, I wasn't able to scroll down to the bottom where BNX was negative. All right, let's look at BNX. My fault. I'm not perfect. I missed stuff. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's go daily. Whoa, boy, BNX took it. Yep. And here it was, riding along with Sniper's Alley, came down and really got gnarly. Let's see how far it's come down so far. This felt good, didn't it, how it ran up? But whenever you see these, it's immediately giving me pause because, you know, you can't maintain this in the middle of a bear market like this. You can't. If that wick is real, which I'm not positive that it is, you're under the 50 fib now. You can come down to 44 or even all the way down to 28 bucks here on BNX or worse. It could break south. But those are the next barriers that I see. $44 and 28 bucks. 28 bucks. Excuse me. 28 bucks makes sense. BTC looks very iffy. I would agree. XCN crypto is the future. Oh, Jesus Christ. No, it's not. The future is us. The future is not any one particular crypto. But we can look at XCN and be realistic about it and have an adult approach. It's not even on the big ones. What the hell? All right, let's pull up the gate chart. Ooh. Bro. All right, if you're being facetious, I fucking love it because this is going on the shitter list. Oh my God. XEN. Bro, this looks horrible. This is one of the worst charts I've ever seen. But if this stops and rebounds when the floor comes in, it may be worth a look here. When I see really ugly charts like that, it intrigues me. HSBC Bank closed down in the UK. Future of crypto incoming. Ooh. No, it's JW. It wasn't me that called it. It was we that called it. We do this. We do the work here. It's not only me. I'm just a guy up here talking. Oh, he said I was being sarcastic. Oh, okay, I got you. I said I got you. My fault. Napalm shitter. Oh, that's good, Jeremy. Bro, that's great. I'm gonna take that. That's a good saying. You're going to get the credit for that one. RDPX. RDPX. It's on Uniswap. Dopex. Should we really look at this? RDPX. Yeah, still plugging along, trying its best. Be careful, man. I really hate someone to get into this and get wrecked. Hasn't really pulled back yet. It's showing some strength here. I don't think anything's immune, so be careful. It has already fallen a shit ton since November. Let's see. It kind of ran its own thing since November. It's slowly playing out though. And I see it's broken support here. I'm broken resistance and turning into support, which is good. Let's see. You got a couple more days here. Before it hits about 50 bucks, and about 50 bucks going to be the hard cap on Dopex there. We'll see if I'm wrong. I may be, and that's cool if I am. They said, you're welcome. Napalm shitter was great. So Goombas just sent me an article. Let's pull this up and look, right? I'm going to read this afterwards because the live stream's still going, but I do have it pulled up. I'm going to read what you sent me. All right. So this was a really awesome stream for me. because I was prepared for this. I don't think pushing us closer to a recession is a good thing. For whatever reason, people seem to think that going closer to a recession and more in debt is good, and I don't like that idea at all. But for whatever reason, this is what happens when you get opium in your veins and you can't let it go. Please be careful, everyone. I don't want anyone to lose money. I think we will have a live stream tomorrow. All right. I was wondering if I was going to be able to do it. I think we will have a live stream tomorrow because I'm leaving town on the same day, right? Or the next day. I'm leaving town the next day. So I think we'll have a live stream. We'll have just a short Zoom afterwards, maybe just an hour afterwards instead of like 3 hours like we normally do. So we'll still have a good time and have fun. We'll come on and check the entire market again tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Our normal time, Crypto After Dark. I'll see y'all guys there. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. We only had 35 people on here. I don't give a shit. It was extremely informative to me because I got to watch this play out live. Thank you all. I'll see y'all in the next stream. In the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G. It could have been anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here with me. You'll never understand how much I appreciate that. Thank you all. I'll see y'all in the next stream. Sky's the limit. Peace.